I mean, we're all like one family. That's why everybody just needs to stop the violence.
Hundreds coming out supporting peace in the city of Sarasota. While up in Manatee County, investigators are searching for a murder suspect from a bar fight. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 11.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, Manatee County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a fatal shooting at a Bradenton bar. It took place early this morning, just after midnight, at Tommy Knocker's Saloon on 14th Street West. Investigators say two groups of men got into an altercation at the bar, and they took that argument outside, where eventually shots were fired. One person died at the hospital, and four others are recovering from non-life-threatening injuries. Tonight, the search continues for the gunman, and deputies are not ruling out the possibility of multiple shooters.
We have every reason to believe that who came to the group that came to the saloon came there with the purpose of trying to start an argument, which led to a fight, which led to a shooting, which led to a homicide.
There was no indication that there was going to be a problem, just two groups of people being at the same place at the same time, and they should never have been here.
Now, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office says that they're also not ruling out the possibility that the shooting could be drug or gang related. The gunman has been described as a bald Hispanic male, about 5'8", and anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at this number listed on your screen, that number 866-634 TIPS. We first reported this shooting in our news app, and that is where you can find updates on this story and alerts on other stories. If you have the app, you want to make sure that you have your push notifications activated, and if you don't have the app, you can download it for free in your app store. It's under My Suncoast and WWSB. After a month of 7 different shootings in the city of Sarasota, an annual event calling for peace could not have come at a better time. Hundreds gathering with their families in Payne Park this afternoon for the Stop the Violence Cookout. It's a free, fun time for families to come out and meet each other over food and games.
Right now, just in general in society, there's a lot of violence, a lot of negativity going on. So this is just like our way of giving back to our community, and just at least for right now, for this 6 hours, we know in this space is safe and there's no violence happening right here. So that's our way of just doing our part.
Everybody just needs to come together, unity. That's what we're about, unity.
Yeah, the event organizer, Greg Cruz, says the event has really grown since its inception, bringing in around $6,000 in donations this year compared to the first year where they started off with $230. Well, there have been some complaints at local beaches recently of irritation that we often associate with red tide. ABC 7's Wendy Ross is standing by with some info from Florida Fish and Wildlife about the possibility of a presence in our area. Wendy.
And right now we're looking at some levels of concentration, and you can see those are represented by the dots that you see on your screen. The orange is a medium concentration, and you'll find this now around Siesta Key, down around Venice, and also down to the south in Minnesota. And so those are the areas of concern right now. And of course, we haven't had a great deal of rainfall over the last couple of days, especially at the coastline. We've seen most of the rain developing east of I-75, and that's what happened earlier today. And right now, there's nothing going on. We have a few showers south of Lake Okeechobee, and that's about it. And they are moving over to the east coast, and there's nothing really developing right here. We've had a couple of spots of rain moving off towards the north and east, but not producing any measurable amounts. So what we're looking at right now are mild temperatures around the area, readings mostly in the mid-70s over the central part of our viewing, or over the state, and then across the Keys we're looking at temperatures in the 80s right now. We'll let you know how the work week forecast is shaping up. We'll have that in just a minute. Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. Now to a wildfire threat out west tonight. Thousands forced to leave their homes as hot, dry conditions fuel those flames. Fire crews out of Durango, Colorado, taking to the air and ground, desperately trying to contain the so-called 416 fire. More than 2,000 homes now evacuated. That fire burning more than 16,000 acres. So far, the fire is only 10% contained. and a deadly explosion up in an Ohio neighborhood. The blast destroying one home, damaging others, and shattering windows 2 streets away. One person has died and several more are injured.
The house blew up, 2, 3 of them.
Dispatcher says it's 30. We just seen a large fireball go up and checking it out.
Firefighters raced to put out those flames, their help coming too late to save one woman's life. Another man suffering major burns was rushed to the hospital. That blast so powerful it tore the sides right off of the neighboring homes, sending wood and shattered glass flying, causing more minor injuries. Residents reported the smell of gas after that blast. Fire officials say the cause remains under investigation, but at this point they say there were no reported leaks before that explosion took place. Both President Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un have landed in Singapore ahead of their historic summit. The two are expected to meet face-to-face on Tuesday, and the stakes are high. It may be the U.S. and North Korea's only chance to make peace and put an end to the dictatorship's nuclear missile testing program. A meeting like this has not happened before with a sitting U.S. president.
I feel that Kim Jong-un wants to do something great for his people, and he has that opportunity, and he won't have that opportunity again. It's never going to be there again.
President Trump saying he believes he will know within the first minute of that meeting if Kim Jong-un is serious about peace or not. Obama-era net neutrality rules were enacted to regulate internet service providers. They prevent providers, the largest being Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon, from blocking internet content, throttling bandwidth, and enabling paid prioritization for specific websites. As of June 11th, the Federal Communications Commission is rolling net neutrality back. These new rules are going to affect the way the internet providers do business, but how noticeable will the changes to consumers be? Mary Maloney explains.
Though major internet service providers say the web will remain essentially unchanged after net neutrality rules are rolled back, according to Consumer Reports, there are few things consumers should keep an eye out for once deregulation goes into effect. Zero rating plans, also called sponsored data plans, allow customers to access a specific service without using data. ISPs use zero rating plans to promote a particular service, usually one they own or have a stake in. Data caps are expected to become widespread for broadband service. If customers hit their data limit, ISPs could either throttle their bandwidth or charge fees for increased data usage. Paid prioritization enables ISPs to charge access fees to content providers like Google, Facebook, and Netflix in order to send content to consumers, and the feeds could vary depending on the bandwidth required. Companies that pay more are essentially given higher priority. Paid prioritization can lead to price hikes for internet access. Content providers can raise subscription rates or monthly fees for customers in order to offset the cost of access fees. And the last major concern is blocked content. ISPs could change their terms of service to censor content deemed offensive or immoral, or they could block websites or apps that offer competing services to their own. The most effective way for consumers to protect themselves from any upcoming change is to read the fine print on their service plans. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Well, now to a heartwarming story of a little Sarasota boy and his generosity. 6-year-old Caleb McCaffrey is giving up birthday presents this year. He's asking instead for supplies that he wants to give to a homeless woman that he befriended earlier in the year. Caleb says he was inspired by the generosity people showed when his mom was diagnosed with cancer.
Thanks to his school, thanks to the community, thanks to our temple, thanks to everyone who stepped in when I was sick. This child has picked up from the generosity of others what good it can do.
Caleb has not yet given the supplies to his friend Victoria. They say they went after Caleb's birthday to try and find her, but she was gone. So they are now working with the Salvation Army to try and find her to give her those items. Well, golf shines in Florida, but a young golfer in Bradenton is shining a little brighter. Jared Stansel is getting ready to represent Florida in the Special Olympics USA Games later this month. But you shouldn't underestimate the 11-year-old who boasts a golf game that most adults would envy. For Jared Stansel, golf has always been easy, even when Down syndrome made it hard to do other things, like have a conversation.
We actually taught him his letters and his letter sounds by lining up plastic letters in the house, and he would knock them over by putting them down.
The son of a golf course employee, Jared was instantly attracted to the sport.
I think I love shipping and punting.
And as he grew, so did his game, hitting tee shots farther than most kids his age.
He just kills it. I mean, he hit, like I said, he's hitting it about 180 yards straight too. I wish I could hit it as straight as he does.
Father Chad Stansel plays alongside Jared as his unified partner. The pair has taken home gold in the Special Olympics Florida Games for 3 straight years, earning a trip to Seattle for the nationally televised Special Olympics USA Games later this month.
He'd pack up today if he could and just wait at the door, I think.
Yes, I am. I am super proud.
And while golf has a tendency to bring out the worst in many of us, Jared likes to keep it light out on the course, focused on being a good teammate instead of feeling nervous.
No, I don't, because I be brave and do my best and play well.
A source of pride for mother Michelle Stansel and a beacon of hope for other parents with special needs children.
I would say that it is a gift to be Jared's mom. Your child can be the athlete. They can be the actor. They can be the singer. There's so many things out there that our kids can do.
Back to you, Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Jared. The Special Olympics are constantly looking for unified partners like Jared's dad to volunteer and play alongside these athletes, and you can sign up by going to playunified.org. Those USA Games in Seattle will start on July 1st. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, as the investigation into the death of a Florida woman deepens, new details reveal an email that may have saved her life. Plus, a baby deer found dead in a local neighborhood. The words of warning from one local wildlife rescue.
You know, fortunately, this was my first job out of college, so I was able to come back home and work in my hometown. I wore 2 hats. I was sports director and I was a news anchor. I did that for a few years and then decided to go full-time into news. Well, I love our team here at ABC 7. We have a great mix, and it really is a great mix of personalities, of experience that meshes really well into a really strong team. I'm Scott Dennis, and I'm here for you.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service, It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
We are learning new details tonight in the investigation into what authorities are calling an alligator attack in South Florida. 2 days before a plantation woman was fatally attacked by an alligator, an email warning about a trespassing gator was sent out to homeowners in the waterfront community where she lived. It is unknown at this time if Shizuka Matsuki ever got that warning. Matsuki's body was found Friday in a lake in Davie, Florida, hours after she had gone missing. A witness telling authorities he saw the woman walking 2 dogs and then noticed the dogs were alone barking near the water. And a reminder tonight that if you see a wild animal, leave it alone, and if it appears hurt, report it to a wildlife official. That is the message Justin Matthews of Matthews Wildlife Rescue here in town is trying to get across after the death of a baby deer in a local neighborhood. Matthews had a seminar with the residents of Greyhawk Landing after he received a call there a few weeks ago from a family living there saying they had found a fawn which appeared to be alone.
I told residents, let him be. And I said, the mother will be back tonight. She moves them to a different location every night, and that's so she doesn't give up its location to predators.
Now, Matthews thought that was it. His job was over until he got a call from a concerned neighbor just days later.
Said that this lady has been taking that little fawn in her house and letting her kids play with it. I went out there, checked on the fawn. She said it was acting strange. The fawn was dead. And that's because human interaction.
Now, there's a silver lining to this sad story. It did inspire 2 young girls from that same community to try and help. They raised $700 with a lemonade stand to be put towards the rescue of wild animals. And it's kind of one of the perks of living in Florida. We have these animals, they're part of our area, but we got to coexist with them. I know. You know? And the experts know what's best, so you got to listen.
Oh my goodness. Well, how wonderful of those children to do that. Yeah. With the lemonade stand.
A lot of kids dominating our show tonight.
Today you could have used that, right? Oh yes, my goodness, it was perfect for golf today. It was perfect for selling lemonade because we had nothing but hot weather out there today. We had very little rain along the coastline. Most of the showers developed east of I-75, and we are looking at the cloud cover right now, which is pretty much dissipated from our area. We don't have any wet weather out there for us along Central Florida, along the west coast, the Sun Coast, and to our north and to our south. That's where all the moisture is right now. And what we have, according to our water vapor imagery, is we've got this line right here of drier air sitting on top of us. So all the moisture is here and down to the south. And one of the reasons that we're not getting the rain is because the dew point levels are not that high here. And also we've got this one swath that goes right across Central Florida where it's very, very dry. And so that's what's going on right now. And we're seeing higher dew points, of course, along the beaches, but as you move inland, it's not as high. So we have not seen any rain developing over the last couple of hours. And you'll notice that most of the showers that are taking place are just popping up and moving off towards the east. We've had greater amounts or large areas of rain concentrated just to the south of Lake Okeechobee, and that too is moving away from us. And nothing is here. And we're not likely to see a whole lot of rain opportunities over the next couple of days as this drier air stays on top of us. So we're going to continue to watch fair skies for the rest of tonight. Future forecast is showing no rain. Winds are going to be coming in mostly out of the southwest. We'll have partly cloudy skies for the rest of this evening with some showers offshore, but not making their way onshore first thing in the morning. So as far as your morning commute is concerned, we're looking fine. But throughout the morning hours, we'll see some rains up here to the north and also some showers down to the south. We may get a few light rains that may come on in, but they're not going to really be a problem for your morning commute. The showers will come much later in the day, and then during the overnight time period we'll be quiet once again. So today we got up to a high of 84 degrees. Normally we're 88 degrees, but we had feels like temperatures that were very hot, mostly around 90 with the combination of heat and humidity. And what we're looking at now are temperatures in the 70s and 80s across the area. And for our area, we've got warmest temperatures at the beaches, and you move farther to the east and it's just slightly cooler. And as far as our tropics are concerned, things are quiet for us, especially in the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean. Things are nice and quiet, just a few clouds that we're seeing, but no signs of formation. And we've just got some clouds coming off the coast of Africa, but nothing showing any formation either, so we're not expecting anything for the next 24-hour period. In the meantime, for boaters, winds will start out tomorrow out of the north and then shift around during the afternoon towards the west. Seas 1 to 2 feet, a light chop on the bay and inland waters. We have summertime sun. That means summertime making sure you've got protection. So 87 degrees will be the daytime high. The Gulf water temperature now is warm to 84 degrees. And as you can see over the next several days, we've got a 20 to 30% chance of rain all the way through Friday. It's Saturday and Sunday that we're going to see our best chances of rain. Just in time for the weekend. Adam.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Rays played the Mariners for the 7th time this month earlier today, but all that practice did not lead to many wins. Seattle beating the Rays for the 6th time during that recent stretch, thanks to 2 two-run homers, the first from Mike Zunino and the second right there from Corey Seager. Then, like the Rays have also done multiple times in this series, they got back to within just 1 run late in the game, but made a base running error that would cost them. It's Johnny Field hesitating and then trying to go for the tying run, only to be thrown out by about 20 feet at home.
I wish I could chalk it up to youth, but, you know, our base running, we've talked about it enough this year. It hasn't been ideal, and it's unfortunate when it sticks and hits you right, you know, to impact the outcome of a game.
That's the 17th one-run game this season that the Rays have lost, but no time to dwell on it. Tomorrow, the Blue Jays come to town for an important division series. College baseball's defending champs, the Florida Gators, need just 1 win against SEC rival Auburn to get back to Omaha. This hit on Sunday, good enough for 1 run and the first lead of their game against the Auburn Tigers. Bottom half of the inning, the Tigers answer. Solo home run for Steven Williams, and the game is tied. And it would be tied in the bottom of the 9th as well, tied at 2. Luke Jarvis smashing one to left center for Auburn. That is a walk-off win for the Tigers, and they force a 3rd and final game to be played in that Gainesville Regional. Your lotto numbers straight ahead. Stick around.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
I used to dread getting up and going to work.
I was done with the corporate grind.
I was tired of being a starving artist.
And I started looking around for a business that I believed in, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green.
My SCORE mentor helped me take the first step.
He helped me create a business plan and helped me implement it.
They've really taught me how to think big.
SCORE helped me to make the unimaginable possible. All for free. I'm here because of SCORE.
I'm here because of SCORE.
Get your free business mentor at SCORE.org.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with pets, and important phone numbers. Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7. Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror. Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC7 to get breaking news, plus first alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC7, we're here for you.
Actor Vince Vaughn is in hot water tonight after being arrested early this morning on suspicion of drunken driving. Manhattan Beach police say Vaughn was arrested Sunday morning at a sobriety checkpoint. The 48-year-old actor is best known for his roles in comedies like Dodgeball and Wedding Crashers, but has landed some more dramatic roles in recent years like the drill sergeant in the Oscar-winning Hacksaw Ridge. Vaughn has since been released from custody. Ocean's 8 topping the weekend box office, making off with more than $41 million domestically in its first weekend of release, including global sales. The female-led flick brought in nearly $54 million. Solo, a Star Wars story, came in second place with just over $15 million in its third weekend. And Deadpool 2 taking the number 3 spot, bringing in nearly $14 million. Yeah, and next weekend you can catch them all because, as Wendy's saying, this was a nice weekend.
This is a nice weekend. We're going to see a little bit more rain next weekend we're going to be watching the tropics just to see what might be developing and coming in. But for the most part, what we've got is a 20 to 30% chance of rain for the next 5 days. So it's going to be hot as well. Temperatures back up near 90 degrees.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
utility bills, mortgages, car payments. Those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.